Olympic coverage brought to you locally by Thomasville Home Furnishings.
Now, here's the latest from News 10 NBC. Live, local, and up to the minute.
Good evening, I'm Gabe Dallas.
I'm Janet Lomax. In just a few hours, the best women golfers in the world tee off to begin one of the best tournaments around.
The Wegmans Rochester International Round 1 gets underway bright and early, just after 7. As you prepare to go out there tomorrow, Brian Martin tells you what to expect. It's tonight's top stories.
Gabe, thousands of local golf fans are eagerly awaiting the start of the LPGA's 24th year in Rochester for the Wegmans Rochester International. But before the first swing of the golf club, there are some things you need to know. As the sun sets on the eve of Rochester's largest annual golf tournament, an LPGA official marks Thursday's hole location on the 9th green, signifying the final preparations are well underway.
We're just picking up like tee markers, flags, getting the course ready for the morning.
Mike Lomber is an intern from SUNY Cobleskill near Albany. He's been working long hours to make sure the golf course is in tip-top shape. He says the first thing you'll notice is
probably the course itself, like, you know, the greens, fairways, tees. And it's just looking real good compared to the conditions we've had this spring.
You also might notice new booths located right next to the 18th green. The grills will be smoking in the several concession stands, even an ATM, just in case you need a little extra cash. But what you don't need is anything that makes noise, like a radio, a pager, or a cell phone. They make hitting the perfect shot a little more difficult. Well, for most pros, anyway.
Most of the players all have cell phones, too, so they use them as well. We've been discouraged from using them, but no, I haven't had any kind of excuse for why I've hit a bad shot yet.
And you should have no excuse for getting a parking ticket. No parking signs are pasted all along Jefferson Road. But that doesn't stop nearby residents. They've got their balloons and signs ready, advertising close parking from $5 to $10. So your best bet? Avoid the traffic backups altogether. Try taking one of several free shuttle buses from MCC or at different locations all along Jefferson Road. Alcoholic beverages from home will also not be allowed. Don't forget to wear comfortable shoes. Bring plenty of suntan lotion. Just a few simple reminders to help make this year's tournament even better. Gabe?
All right, thanks, Brian. Good advice. Of course, we'll have complete coverage of the LPGA here on News 10 NBC.
A car with bad brakes causes a multiple car accident in Orleans County. It happened earlier tonight near Route 31F. Investigators say that the brakes went out on a car being driven by Colleen Rosario. That car hit 2 others. No one was seriously injured. Rosario has been ticketed for inadequate brakes, failure to stop, and no inspection. No verdict yet in the Michael Northrup trial, but there is a new development tonight. Northrup is accused in the murder of John Monstream. Elizabeth Shernack joins us from the Niagara County Courthouse with the latest. Elizabeth.
Janet, it's certainly been a long night here in Niagara County. The makeup of the 12-person jury for the Northrup trial has changed. Tonight, the judge removed the 4-person because she had prepaid vacation plans. He then moved an alternate into her seat and named a new 4-person. The defense asked for a mistrial, saying the jury has been in deliberations for more than 27 hours, and still no unanimous verdict. The judge denied that request. Jurors are trying to decide the fate of Michael Northrup, the man accused of murdering John Monstream for the affection of his wife, Annette Monstream.
The jury has not viewed one piece of physical evidence since yesterday at about 5 o'clock. They got some readback today, but it defies imagination that they're deliberating on any substantive issues. At
this hour, the jury has been sent to a hotel for the night. Deliberations will resume again in the morning. At that time, they will have the opportunity to ask for evidence or rereads if they deem it's necessary. Janet?
All right. Thanks so very much, Elizabeth.
A move for a mistrial is delaying deliberations in the Jose Santiago murder trial. During closing arguments today, the prosecutor posed a rhetorical question to a juror, saying, quote, "The defense wants you to believe Jose Santiago is just like you and me, but he's not like you and me, is he?" The juror responded out loud, saying no. The defense objected and later moved for the mistrial. Judge William Bristol will decide whether or not to proceed with the deliberations tomorrow morning. Santiago faces the death penalty if convicted of killing 2 boys. Some tense moments in Victor as state police and Ontario County Sheriff's deputies surrounded a home on Route 96 near McMahon Road. We're told the man who lives there was chatting on the internet with someone in North Carolina. That person called police saying the man in Victor seemed despondent. Police had to send in a robot with a camera. Eventually, the man was taken into custody.
Rochester is on track for a high-speed train service, but it may be a while before we see it. The state is spending $185 million to build 7 high-speed turbo trains to run on the Amtrak system. All of the seats would have computer-based electronics to accommodate laptops. The state says the first stretch of rail will be from Albany to New York City. At a later date, the state wants to extend the service from Albany west to Niagara Falls. A third set of tracks could be built in some areas that could allow for commuter trains right here in Rochester.
If that track were built, we might be able to see commuter trains between Fairport, East Rochester, and downtown Rochester.
Those turbo trains travel at 125 miles an hour.
Microsoft has 4 months to split into 2 companies. A federal judge today gave that order for antitrust violations. Microsoft Chairman Bill Gates says it will hurt consumers.
What's being said today flies in the face of the innovation and low prices that consumers are seeing every day.
Microsoft is appealing.
The investigation continues tonight into the deaths of 5 women whose bodies were found stuffed in barrels in Kansas and Missouri.
The latest in tonight's Newsline, investigators are now looking for more bodies. They've drained a pond on the property of the man suspected in those murders. Police say John Robinson Sr. used the name slave master to solicit sex from women over the internet.
Emergency crews found a 76-year-old woman living in horrible conditions in Buffalo. Police say she was covered with feces and maggots and really in poor condition. She lived in a house with her 35-year-old son, who officials say is mentally disabled. It is this same son who called 911 saying his mother had breathing problems.
A water main break in Oklahoma City was so intense, it tore up this intersection. Gushing water from the open line crashed onto people's yards like waves. This is not the water main video that you're seeing there right now, but we can tell you that a construction crew in Oklahoma City hit the water main this morning.
Some high school students on a field trip with scientists made quite a find in Florida. They unearthed 62 ancient canoes. They found them in a dried-up riverbed. Well, experts say these canoes could possibly be 3,000 years old.
Now, live from the News 10 NBC Weather Lab, here's meteorologist Richard McCullough with the first full weather in the first 10 minutes.
Well, our weather continues to improve here in Rochester, although there is a risk of a scattered shower or thunder shower toward the end of the week. We'll detail that forecast for you as well. Our live first alert Doppler radar is not picking up anything. We're dry as a bone here in western New York and Rochester. 63 degrees currently here in downtown Rochester. We got up to a high of 72 degrees officially at the airport today, about where it should be for this time of year. Normal high 75, and our low was 44 degrees. Well, for tomorrow, sunshine and clouds. More clouds than sunshine for tomorrow, but a warmer day might see a scattered shower as well, especially early. High temperature 78 degrees for tomorrow. Now here's how it looks as far as the atmosphere is concerned. Big ridge of high pressure has moved in, so you're going to notice the winds out of the south. These lines indicate where the winds are coming from. So temperatures, to the south are very, very warm. We'll be tapping into the 70s tomorrow, perhaps close to 80 degrees in some spots for tomorrow. So it looks good as far as the temperatures are concerned. When you go up a little bit higher in the atmosphere, you look up in Michigan, for example, got a little disturbance. This is not major. It's a very minor disturbance with a little rain. Well, in the upper atmosphere, that little disturbance is coming our way. It's flowing our way. So that's why we're seeing a little cloud action out there tonight, and that's why we might see a few sprinkles across Rochester tonight and tomorrow morning from that little disturbance. Not a lot of moisture, again, associated with that system. Temperatures right now in the 60s across much of the area, 58 degrees, though, in Waterloo, and 58 degrees also down in Canandaigua. At the airport, our temperature is 61 degrees, relatively clear skies, some clouds out there, winds out of the southwest at 9 miles per hour, and the pressure continues to hold as well. Now, for tomorrow, a warmer day tomorrow. Southerly flow at the surface out of the south, so warm tomorrow. But this front right here, this is a stationary front. It's the dividing line between some warmer air to the south, cooler air to the north, and this front will be the focus of maybe some showers or isolated showers for Friday and Saturday. Most of the time will be dry. Not a perfect forecast for the golfing, but we'll have to put a chance of a thunder shower in there for both Friday and also Saturday. Most of the time dry, but just be aware that it could be an isolated shower. But a few clouds tonight, mild. We'll see a low of 55 degrees in the overnight period. The five-degree guarantee, I should say, for today was 72 degrees. And, of course, that is very nice to get a bullseye for that. It just had to be within the 5-degree range there. Tomorrow we'll see a high temperature of 72 degrees and 78 degrees tomorrow. And, of course, age Rochester will be the recipient of any misses that I make for the month of June. Now, your forecast, here you go, into the weekend there, close to 80 degrees for Friday and Saturday. We'll be watching that stationary front, as we talked about. Whether or not it sags to the south or north is something we'll keep an eye on. And again, most of the time, you're not going to see any rain. But there's a risk of some showers Friday and Saturday, so we'll keep that shower and thunder shower in there. Okay?
I wonder if, when you said your 5-degree guarantee, you began to say 5-day guarantee. I wonder if that's wishful thinking in terms of what you're hoping to do in the future.
Absolutely not. I will not do that. 5-day guarantee. Absolutely not, no. 78 degrees tomorrow. We'll do it one day at a time.
But this we do know, maybe a shower.
Yes, keep that in mind, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Richard, thank you. Well, the FCC has its eyes on AT&T. We'll tell you why.
We'll have details coming up.
Also,
who is the fairest one?
Find out why it may be harder for you to get your favorite movie on DVD.
A medical reporter, Robin DeWin, the controversial abortion pill RU486 could come with restrictions. The details in tonight's medical checkup.
I'm Rich Funky, and Game 1 is in the books in the NBA Finals, and it's round 1 of the Wegmans Rochester International tomorrow.
You're watching News 10 NBC, recognized by the Associated Press as the best local newscast in New York State. News 10 NBC, live, local, and up to the minute.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by Wegmans. For delicious Great Country Barbecue, Wegmans makes it easy.
New summer, eating with a whole new point of view. You won't believe your taste buds, buddy. It's Wegmans Great Country Barbecue.
Tender, delicious chicken made with Wegmans' own special marinade for a great barbecue taste. Try it tonight. It's in the meat department.
You won't believe your taste buds, buddy. It's Wegmans Great Country Barbecue.
So no more shoes. Good. I spent $41,000 on a luxury car.
Oh. I spent $58,000 on a luxury car.
I spent $24,000. V6, heated leather seats, CD. Anyway, I'm just here to pick up Linda.
I think we've heard enough for today.
Saturn L Series, huh?
The Saturn L Series Performance Sedan.
I gotta get a couple of these.
Today, I started my school play.
Turn little moments into big ones with the Little Love ice cream cake from Carvel. Find your own reason to celebrate with a little love.
We launched Verizon Wireless with one simple thought, that we could create a national wireless communications company that was better, with simple calling plans that are accessible to everyone. Bell Atlantic Mobile, AirTouch Cellular, and PrimeCo have become Verizon Wireless. Join in.
You know, ever since we started carrying shoes, we seem to be getting a lot more foot traffic.
The Men's Warehouse.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
From a 5,000-foot-tall mountain to a 5-star night on the town, the 2000 Ford Explorer stands out in any situation. With incredible performance, looks, and comfort, not only will it get you places, it'll get you there in style. And right now, get this outstanding low monthly lease payment on a brand new, well-equipped Explorer. Just come into your local Ford store today.
Rochesterians know where to go for the best value in furniture for their homes. Value City Furniture. You just can't do any better.
You're watching News 10 NBC with Janet Lomax and Gabe Dalmuth. Live, local, and up to the minute.
AT&T is changing its mind and will hold off raising its rates. The rate hikes came under fire today from regulators who promised to hold the company to its word to pass on billions of dollars of savings to consumers. AT&T was apparently going to raise its basic rates for calls Monday through Saturday. Well, is there something fishy going on at eBay, that internet auction site? The FBI thinks so. It's looking into whether groups of people are coordinating online bids to drive up prices on the auction site. A company spokesman says the company is assisting in the investigation.
Hollywood wants Congress to crack down on internet movie pirates. Apparently, a lot of popular movies are finding their way to PCs and are then downloaded onto DVD, sometimes even before the movie has finished its run at the theaters. Movie execs like Disney's Michael Eisner are asking Congress and computer makers to figure out a way to protect copyrighted material from pirates who've moved from selling grainy bootleg VHS copies to high-definition, high-quality versions on the World Wide Web.
You could take a DVD of Dinosaur, and it is worldwide in 10 minutes, and everybody can download it.
In fact, Disney had plans to put its film Snow White on DVD this fall, but now it's thinking twice about doing that.
Well, there's good news about entertainer Bob Hope. He is home tonight from the hospital. You see him here earlier today waving to fans and the press from his hospital room in California. Doctors say he is recuperating, he's eating well. He was even flirting with his nurse. The 97-year-old was hospitalized June 1st with internal bleeding. That's good to see.
Certainly is. Your winning lottery numbers are just ahead.
Plus, find out why an elephant, this one, is really entertaining the crowds.
Later on an all-new Tonight Show from Shaft, Vanessa Williams and Terry Bradshaw speaks.
No, I know. I'm trying to, I don't think.
What's that? Plus, Iron J.
What do you usually say to women with a weight problem?
Hey, get the hell off me. You're crushing me. And tomorrow, Jay's got friends Matthew Perry. Then on Conan, Penn and Teller tonight.
News 10 NBC is brought to you by Harper Homes.
More than just a house, it's a dream come true. A Harper home, a Harper home.
Owning a home has long been a sign of independence and lifestyle. So imagine owning a home where you can still get to know the neighbors and enjoy a strong sense of community living.
A place that is tailored to your individual needs. A place to call home. A Harper home.
More than just a house, it's a carefree Harper home.
And they're sitting there just talking away, and I'm nodding my head. But when I get a little lost, which happens a lot, I just repeat the last thing they say in the form of a question. Like, so I should save my work to a separate file. Works every time.
Up for some fun? A lot of fun? A whole summer's worth of fun? Then come get in on the coolest deal of the summer, the new Seabreeze Passport. The Passport 2000, Kid Passport, or the Walk-Around Passport. It's a summer's worth of fun at one great price, only at Seabreeze.
Have the time of your life at Seabreeze.
The Seabreeze Passport. Come get yours.
Send data around the world at the speed of light. Done. Put 7 continents at your fingertips in an instant. No problem. Provide world-class internet services. We do that. But let's see someone else try this. Local commitment, global connection.
I'm looking here at a new 2000 Chevy Prism. Is it worth leasing?
It sure is, because McLeod has made a special purchase of gas-saving Prisms that'll knock your socks off. Because of McLeod's low price and Prism's high value, you'll pay only for the portion of the vehicle's life that you use. Get straight facts about leasing the new 2000 Chevy Prism at McLeod. Just a hop, skip, and a jump past Lollipop Farm.
Now, the News 10 NBC Medical Checkup with Robin DeWind. Up-to-the-minute information you need to keep your family healthy.
The
The controversial abortion pill, RU486, is expected to be approved by the FDA this year, but it could come with restrictions. The pill, which has faced debate and delays, can terminate a pregnancy, but the FDA now says restrictions may come along with this medical abortion. A certified registry of doctors that would prescribe the pill would be made available to the public. Planned Parenthood says this is an invasion of privacy and could deter many physicians from prescribing the pill.
We certainly have seen violence related to abortion providers, and this just puts it right back where we were.
Planned Parenthood says if approved, it will offer local women RU486. Rochester is one of 16 cities in the country that tested the pill. A new survey finds that most women aren't getting the message about folic acid. Research shows taking the B vitamin folic acid before pregnancy may prevent up to 70% of birth defects of the brain and spinal cord. But a recent survey finds 9 out of 10 women don't realize the supplement should be taken before conception. Birth defects of the brain and spinal cord usually happen in the first month of pregnancy, a time when women don't always know they're pregnant. It's recommended that all women who could become pregnant should get 400 micrograms of folic acid every day. Foods rich in folate include leafy green vegetables, broccoli, beans, and asparagus. The March of Dimes is planning a massive campaign to increase awareness that folic acid needs to be taken before conception. A breast implant that was supposed to be a safer alternative to silicone implants may cause cancer and produce other harmful effects. Soybean oil implants were introduced to UK women 5 years ago. More than 5,000 have had the implant since then. Now they may be at risk. At least 1,000 of the affected women are breast cancer survivors who had the implants after losing a breast to cancer.
What we found is that the soybean oil filling can break down into products that can be damaging, and that this damage could, and I do stress could, cause cancer or harm to the unborn child. And so as a precaution, we're advising that women should have them removed.
Women who have the removal surgery may not know for years whether their health has been affected. And that's tonight's medical checkup.
Robin, thanks.
All right, getting ready for golf.
Getting ready for round one, bright and early tomorrow morning. We have a great field at the Rochester International this year. You'll hear from a couple of the top pros when we come back.
Serious questions for car buyers. Are you tired of the old way of buying a car? The games? The gimmicks? Try the Ford Auto Collection. You'll get our lowest price, hassle-free, guaranteed. At the Ford Auto Collection, Rochester's #1 Ford dealer, your price on Windstar starts at just $21,195. And get 2 Rhino tickets with every test drive. One more question. Shouldn't everyone get the same guaranteed low price? Everyone does at the Ford Auto Collection in 8 locations.
Hey man, can I borrow your phone?
With free nights and weekends from Cellular One, wireless calls are free, no matter how much you or anyone else uses your phone.
Thanks.
Free nights and weekends from Cellular One. When you're free, we're free.
Sure, you can buy your next suit at a department store.
Suits, we've got hundreds, no, thousands.
But in your size?
A 44, no, we got a 36, I'm gonna get 34. Stay with me now. How about a 46?
At S&K Menswear, you'll find a huge selection of quality, brand-name suits, all for about half what you'd expect to pay.
I'm sure we can make this one work.
And S&K has suits in the most important size, yours. Life's better when you look good.
Visit our 5 area locations or online at www.skmenswear.com.
I have the greatest bunch of kids in the world. Someone may only see a handicap, but I see the heart. Small accomplishments mean so much to them. We teach the skills that they're going to need once they get out into the world. The Matching Grants program through Walmart has enabled us to give them educational experiences that we cannot simulate in the classroom. So no matter where they're headed in the future, the experiences that they're having now at Walmart is what's going to make the difference later in life. I love all of these kids. That's what I'm here for.
Dodge, different. Big savings, just about. Big savings, almost everything. Not a perfect world. Cash allowance, up to 2,000 Magnum power, up to 2,000 Caravan. 1,000 cash allowance, almost every car, almost everything. Not a perfect world, limited time. Dodge savings. Don't wait. Dodge different. Dodge different. Dodge different.
Now, from News 10 NBC, here's Rich Funky with sports. Live, local, and up to the minute.
Well, we're on late because the Lakers were on early and Shaq showed up. Reggie didn't, and game one was nice and easy for the LA Lakers tonight in the NBA Finals. First half at the Staples Center against Indiana. Kobe Bryant just blows past Mark Jackson along the baseline. The Lakers led by 15 after one. Shaq now, who's going to stop him? Gets the rebound, guys all over him, and just no problem, just up and in. Lakers 55-43 at the half. Second half now. Shaquille O'Neal just unstoppable. Two more there, and then on the alley-oop, one-handed, he had 43 points. 104-87 was the final. Reggie Miller was held to just 7 points. He had an awful night shooting. The Lakers by 17. Game two right here on Friday night. The Wegmans Rochester International begins tomorrow morning. One noteworthy withdrawal today. Donna Andrews is out with a shoulder injury. Kari Webb is back to defend her title, and today she and her teammates won the annual Pro-Am. What a great start. Barbara Makowicki rolled in this putt on 18 to get the team to 16 under, good enough for a two-stroke win. Today's best picture came courtesy of the Kodak team, all dressed in yellow. Mary Hadley gets the birdie putt to go on 17. Many fans came out and got autographs from their favorite players, while the players used the opportunity to size up the course conditions at Locust Hill.
The golf course is playing extremely long. You're not getting any roll off the tee because of, I guess, all the rain you've had. You had a wet spring, so I think it's playing a little bit harder. It'll be interesting to see how the scores are, and the greens are still quick and undulating as ever, but I think you'll be hitting a lot of longer shots into the greens just because of the wetness.
The winner this week will be somebody who's driving the ball really well and also putting well. I mean, driving is a key here. Like I said, it's longer, it's narrow, and you know, if you have a good shot into the green, obviously that's where you get a chance to make birdies. So whoever wins is really going to play some good golf.
Congratulations again to today's Ultralife Batteries Pro-Am champs, Kari Webb, Jim Brickley, John Hart, Barbara Makowicki, and Betsy Ulmer. They combined to finish 16 under par. Some tee times for tomorrow. The 14-year-old Thai twins, Nari and Ari, go off early at 7:30 and 7:50. Last week's winner was Grace Park. She'll tee off at 9:10. Annika and Rosie play together at 9:20. That's Rosie Jones. Michelle McGann is also in that group. What a great threesome that'll be. And Kari Webb will be on the first tee at high noon. Former Tour Pro Mary Dwyer will join us, and I hope you will as well. Rick Hager and Mark Gruba at 7 o'clock tomorrow as we wrap up the first round of the Wegmans Rochester International live from Locust Hill. Edmonton Oilers coach Kevin Lowe has resigned. Although there is speculation that he'll join Glenn Sather in New York, it could be just a formality to take Sather's job in Edmonton. To baseball now, the Yankees at Montreal, and how's your French?
Oh, la balle est frappée en direction du Chanson. Williams recule, et elle est partie! Vladimir! Tout comme dans le premier match, noyau Chanson! Vladimir Guerrero!
Je ne fais pas mon pâté chaud, au contraire. Tino Martinez with l'électrique baguette to drive in a run in a 5-run fifth. And then Jorge Posada, le dinger. The Yankees win 7-2. The Blue Jays at Atlanta tied at 5 in the fifth inning. Carlos Delgado, bases loaded and gone off Kevin Millwood, his first of 2 home runs on the night. The Blue Jays won 12-8. Man, they're hot. They remain a game behind the Yankees. Boston is losing in Florida. At Shea, the Mets drilled the Orioles with 9 runs over the 6th and 7th innings. Todd Zeile with a single to score 2. The O's bullpen was awful. 11-3 Mets was the final. Sammy Sosa was an angry man at the plate today. Watch how far he hit this home run against the D-backs. Man, I'm telling you, this is 500 feet. It's up, it's over, it is out of the ballpark. Way out. He says manager Don Baylor's been saying bad things about his defense, and he isn't being treated right. Baylor denies it, says he's going to meet with Sammy, and they'll talk it over and patch things up. The Cubs won 9-4. That's sports.
Mon ami, votre français est très mal. Hein?
Oui.
Yeah, that's right.
Us.
Bon. All right. Merci.
He doesn't know what I just said. But that's
I don't know what I
later.
just said a couple minutes ago.
We're going to find out what Richard has to say about the forecast.
And now your winning lottery numbers, here they are, your dailies, 6, 1, and 2, and your lotto numbers, your jackpot numbers, 33, 13, 10, 45, 8, 23. Bonus number is 40.
Mark your calendar, because June is National Jeep Month, where you could save with our biggest factory-to-dealer incentives of the year when you buy Grand Cherokee Laredo, or get a $329 a month lease if you're a returning Daimler Chrysler lessee with preferred credit. It's National Jeep Month, so hurry in, because this offer is only for a limited time, but the fun you'll have will last long after that. See your dealer during National Jeep Month.
The selection and savings are yours during the biggest dinette sale of the year now at Value City Furniture. You just can't do any better.
When we built our house, we found a lot that was just perfect.
Yeah, well, it was the worst sight I'd ever seen.
We loved the view, and the sunsets are incredible.
The weather is brutal.
It had everything.
Earthquakes, tidal waves, horizontal rain.
We wanted lots of windows.
I insisted on Anderson windows.
At Anderson, we appreciate the builders who, time after time, make it look easy.
We're still in love with this house.
And I'm still recovering.
Worry-proof, time-proof. Anderson Windows.
Let's girl.
That is so not gonna happen.
What's eating you?
Fleas, that's what.
But I put flea control on you yesterday.
Yeah, not working.
But
Hello, ever hear of Advantage? It stops fleas from biting me in minutes. But I guess I'm not good enough for Advantage.
But I love you.
Well, you could try showing it. A trip to the vet would be nice. Until then, you can fetch your own ball.
Advantage, the fastest flea control.
And don't get it all slobbery.
Hi, I'm Smitty. I guess you could call me a plethora of information. For this, you're gonna need a blower, maybe a vac. Customers look at me as the answer guy. If they've got a question, they need an answer, they come to me. All you need here is a cordless push mower. I'm gonna give you everything you need to take care of your yard. Tractor, definitely the lawn tractor. We've got everything you could possibly imagine in power tools, all kinds of stuff. String trimmer. I'm basically here to make sure the customer gets what he needs for the job.
The Home Depot, where low prices are just the beginning.
Mayday, Mayday, we're overstocked. Vision Hyundai has to move inventory now. Accents from $84.95. Liberty Elantra's from $199 a month, 0 down. Featuring the Hyundai Advantage, America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, with 5 years, 60,000 mile bumper to bumper. With our guaranteed low pricing and certified financing, even credit problems shouldn't keep us from putting you in the new car you deserve. You may not think you can get a new car, but we do. The Vision Resale Center always has more than 300 vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $29.95. Vision Hyundai, see us and save.
If you see news happen, call the News 10 NBC hotline at 232-1010 or star 10 on your Verizon wireless phone. Join in, a service brought to you by Verizon Wireless.
Richard, all in all, pretty good morning coming up and a nice day.
Not too bad. Partly sunny. Could see a sprinkle. Temperatures will be mild in the morning, close to 60 degrees.
All right. Thank you. Well, there's a new baby elephant at the Indianapolis Zoo who's pretty special. This is Amali. She kicks a pretty mean soccer ball, but that isn't why she's so special. This 200-pounder, born in March, is the first African elephant in the world conceived by artificial insemination. Her mom is a 24-year-old elephant named Kubwa. 200 pounds.
It's got those little furs. You see a little furry thing?
Hair?
Yeah, you know, it's got like little baby hair. Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm. What do you think Mama goes? Huh? A little more than 200.
A little more.
In terms of, oh yeah.
Maybe more like, what?
I don't know, 2,500?
Sounds good to me.
Guess the elephant's weight.
That's right.
We thank you so much for
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.